Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to do a map tour of Colorado Springs neighborhood known as Briargate. It's a fantastic neighborhood for single family homes and for rentals in the right spots, but it's more of a high price market or neighborhood, we should say, in Colorado Springs. So you want to make sure you know the ins and outs, best places to go, and that's exactly what we're going to check out in this video. If you're new here, my name is Tanner. I'm a real estate agent, investor, and house hacker here in Colorado Springs. I have 3 properties of my own, all over a range of short-term rentals, long-term rentals, and have helped many people buy investment properties and primary residences all throughout Colorado. So let's get into this map. First of all, what we have here, entire city of Colorado Springs. Briargate is going to be up north, very close to the Air Force Academy. If you're going to be, operating at a Fort Carson or Peterson, it might not be the best place for you to live because it will be probably in traffic, a 40-minute drive going down I-25, and with Powers over to Peterson, maybe around 30. But for the Air Force Academy, it's going to be fantastic for this area. So this area right here is what is going to be known as Briargate, and we'll pop up a map of that highlighted area for you. The median home price in Briargate is around $540,000. The median home price in Colorado Springs is just under $500,000 in 2024. That would be, we're in August now, so August 2024, $500,000 in Colorado Springs, and in Briargate, $540,000. Typically leans to be more in the higher price market range. The further north you go in Colorado Springs, and the further south, it drops down closer to the 300, 350 price range for single family homes. Next, for food and dining, the best places that are going to be for Briargate to do that are going to be right along Briargate Parkway right here, leading up with John Venezia Park, and then off of Woodman right here. There's just going to be tons. All these little yellow areas right here are just all like shopping, dining. There's a Home Depot's over here, but there's lots of good spots to be checking out. But what I really like about Briargate is that you can just hop onto I-25 or Powers and go north for like 10 minutes. And off of Interquest Parkway right here, there are tons and tons of great shopping places, good dining. There's Chiba Hut, which is fantastic. There's an In-N-Out Burger. There's a Shields, which is like an athletic sporting goods store. There's a New Life Drive right here, is where there's a large church. Yep, there's the church right there. So tons of stuff to do up off of Interquest, and you can get there very quickly from Briargate in about 10 minutes tops. One other really cool spot to mention about shopping in Briargate is going to be the Promenade, which is going to be right off of Briargate Parkway, right here. Really cool shopping. There's the Apple Store, a bunch of restaurants and high-end stores to be shopping at here in this area. Now for the parks and like outdoor activities in Briargate area, John Venezia Park is great for, they have like a water attraction type thing for the kids, and they have 3 soccer fields / football fields. It's all turf, so they're like multi-use, and I believe there are a couple of baseball and softball fields on the east side over here for it as well. There is Rampart Park right here in the middle. Really great spot to get your dog out. Has amazing, beautiful, beautiful views of Colorado Springs, and there's a lot of trees and just a nice park to have in the middle of the city. Another one that's really big is Palmer Park. It's not quite as large, but having those parks around within probably a couple miles of many homes in Colorado Springs makes it a huge attraction, and why a lot of people come to the Colorado Springs area to have great parks and great outdoor activities. Now, for hiking, there are a ton of great hiking spots right here off of Rock Rimmon that you can get to very quickly from Briargate. And up north in Monument, there's some more cool stuff as well. But more than likely, you're going to have to get onto I-25 and just go down to 24 or any type of one of these streets to get to a hiking destination of your choice. Now, talking about parks, there's a really, really good golf course in Briargate area. It is called Pine Creek. It is right here in this section. There it is. Really cool golf course. It kind of goes through all the neighborhoods within the golf course. So if you do not want to, it's great if you want to be living on a golf course. You can get there really quickly, but I have in a house before in that area, and so just very, very cautious when you do purchase a home here to see what type of tree protection you are, where you're at in that specific hole. If someone's potentially going to be driving and hitting your house, you're not going to be wanting to do that. And make sure you have the correct insurance coverage and be ready to pay for some windows and some damages done to the house. All right, now for hospitals. This is going to be great if you are a nurse or work anywhere in the medical field. Briargate is going to be a fantastic neighborhood for you because you can get to work very quickly off of Woodman, Powers area, and even I-25. There's several medical facilities right around Briargate, and that is what makes Briargate a really good neighborhood and market to purchase a midterm rental in, because if you are wanting to target those travel nurses, this is going to be a great spot for having a location where they can get to everything quickly for work and getting access to all the hiking and good food and dining within the area. Next up, we're going to talk about schools. Briargate is one of the best places for a school district in all of Colorado Springs. Probably Cheyenne Mountain beats them out just a little bit, but District 20 has fantastic schools all throughout elementary, middle, and high school, all throughout Briargate, and they're all up north and even a little bit further north of Briargate as well. There's another good one, Air Academy, which is really big. That is at the Air Force Academy. Tons of people love going to that school as well. But in Briargate, you won't go wrong with finding a good school for your kids, because District 20 is going to be top-notch for anyone in the area looking to put their kids into school. Now, for crime ratings within Colorado Springs, generally the more south you look, the more crime intensifies. And the further north you go, you'll have way less crime. So in Briargate, you're going to be in a great spot, very safe, great place to raise kids. There will not be a ton of crime happening in this area. And as long as you avoid purchasing something down south, you'll be perfectly fine with being in a neighborhood that's safe for the kids. They can run outside, play in the street. People are very cautious driving as well in the neighborhood. So you will be perfectly fine with being in a safe, crime-free neighborhood in Briargate. Next up is going to be property taxes that we're going to talk about. In Colorado Springs, and in Colorado in general, they are very affordable. It's about around 1% total of the property's value that you have to pay per year. And what I've noticed is that typically the more up north you get, the higher you're going to be paying in property taxes compared to down south. And even on the west side, there's homes that are absolutely beautiful, $700,000-$800,000 homes, similar to what you would find up north, and they still have very low property taxes. So up north and out east have higher property taxes. This is going to be around $3,000, $4,000 in property taxes, compared to down south. It'll probably be around $1,000, $2,000 in property taxes. So something to consider on what you are paying in property taxes and where you want to be living. And if you can find something that's on the west side and even downtown, they are very affordable for property taxes. Briargate, unfortunately, does have higher property taxes, and I would expect paying around $3,000, $4,000 range, potentially even more depending on the price of the home for your yearly cost in taxes. Now, for HOAs up in Briargate, you're probably a 70-80% chance that your home is going to be within an HOA community, which isn't a problem. There's some good things about HOAs. There's some bad things. We could talk on and on and on about the issues that HOAs have. To completely avoid HOAs, you're definitely going to want to sort all that out. There are some neighborhoods that are great for it, but for the most part, up north in Briargate, you're going to have to pay a couple $100 for being in an HOA community. Lastly, we're going to talk about what type of new development is going to be happening in the Briargate area. Most of it is going to be on the other side of Powers, over in Wolf Ranch area, and everything basically out east and up north in this section is getting developed closer and closer over to Black Forest. It's just going to be a ton of single-family homes. There's maybe going to be a mix of some townhomes and condos, but there's not going to be any type of apartments being built out there in that area. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or you want to purchase a home in the Briargate or Colorado Springs area, please let me know. We also have a real estate investor meetup if you want to get in the loop on what's going on in the market and kind of look at your property as an investment purchase to eventually rent out. Please come to the meetup, send me a message, and I'll send you all the details about when our next meetup is, what our topics are going to be, and all that fun stuff. See you there.